All right, so thank you very much, everyone who has found time to be here. It's a pleasure to connect with you. That was the song of David Archuleta, Glorious. It's a symphony. Everyone has, a part to play. You're part of the puzzle. Everybody has a part to play. Every single person on your team, every single person in your structure, every prospect has a part to play. Every question has something to make impact on. So I love that song so much. It's something I love to listen to remind me that the solutions to life's problems, the solutions to the problems of any team at times lies within the team. And so everybody has a role to play. All right. So thank you very much for being here. I love that song every time I listen to it. All right. So here we are, and today we want to get started with a discussion, question and answer. All right. So tell me, what questions do you have about trading, about the bot, or any of those activities? Any questions from anybody? Do we have any questions from anyone? The floor is open. Questions about the bot, questions about your trading, your results, your settings. Any questions? We'll give a few seconds for you to ask your questions. And if there are no questions, that means we are gurus already. And please, I want to encourage you to always ask your new members to come here, because these sessions are extremely important for new members. As they watch the videos, they will have questions. The session is not just for fun, all right? It's to make sure that everybody on the team understands what everyone is meant to understand. All right, so I'm not getting any question and answers. All right, that's awesome. Good, good, good. All right, so let's get straight to the EMA trading pattern and exit strategy. I don't want to waste your time tonight. I want to go straight to the point. All right, so there are many trading methods. All right. If you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box. Maybe I can attend to it. All right, so there are many trading methods. All right, and we'd like to give you something simple that is working, and I just want to take it. I just want to take it. Let me just hide some things here. Let me hide this one too. Let me hide 5 points. All right. Hide general features. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. And this is how the trading with the EMA actually is. So what is the EMA indicator and how can you get it? So you go to your phone. Of course, this is a laptop edition of TradingView, so but you know how to operate that on your phone. You click on settings. If you like, go to technicals, but on the laptop, I just click on what do I tap here? I just tap on EMA. All right. Moving average exponential. That's what I use. Okay. Easy. All right. So you just click on it, moving average exponential. And if I just click on this one, you see it's going to drop a third line in the page. Let's see. So it dropped another one here. And this is, well, I don't need this one because I have 2 already. So what do you do? Now, there are 2 EMAs here already. So one of them, I'm clicking on one. One has a length of 50. This is the only thing you have to bother changing here, 50 on the length. All right, 50 EMA. Then the second one has a length of 9. All right, I think it's 9 by default. Okay, so once you add these 2 EMAs, all right, I think everything is basically the default settings that I use here. I didn't do any special tweaking. All I did was maybe I put the EMA that is faster, I made it thicker. The EMA that is 9, I made it green for go. For me, green is always for go. And yeah, that's all I did here. Okay. And the one that is for 9, I left it light. Sorry, the one that is for 50, I left it the way it is, under style. I could decide to change it if I wish. make it thicker here, or thicker. No, but I don't really need that one to be too thick. I just need to know the one that's fast, the faster EMA, and that's the one I made thicker. So, so what do I do? Maybe I should change one of these EMAs to red, right? Maybe the faster one, I can change it to red, you know, or maybe the slower one, I can change it to red. So you can play around this anyhow you want to. You're actually in charge of it. Okay. So you choose a color that suits you. I just changed that. So the bottom line is, I know the red one is a slower one, all right? And the the green one is a faster one. Now, anytime the faster one crosses below the red one, that means the 9 crosses below the 50. So the 50 is considering a longer period of time. So it will automatically make you it will be slower to respond to changes in price. But the shorter one that is 9 responds faster. So this is the basic trading methodology. It's one of the very most basic, all right? And it's very easy. Once you set it up, if the first one crosses under, that's a sell. So this has crossed under, that's a sell. You now are interested in selling, okay? And for those who have, who understand structure, who have done the advanced trading class, who have done the trainings, I'll go back to floating loss, they will understand that at this point, you've gotten a clear picture that we are in the sell region. You don't want to do anything buy. And so when we start trading futures, at this point, this is the kind of point I could tell you, oh, let's go take a sell. This is where you take a sell. And when you take a sell, just a moment, I want to show you what's possible. Trading is not difficult. It's just that you need to concentrate. This is a break and it's a retest. Take a sell. And how do you take the sell? Interesting. How deep can you go? You just look at the left. Okay, I can decide to stop here. All right. And that will give you a cool, how many percent? A cool 7%. A cool 7%. Of course, if you look to the far left, somewhere on the far left, I'm sure that there is something that must have made the market move this deep. All right. But even if it's 7% you took, that's fine for the first, for starters. All right. And I don't want to go into sales for now so that you don't end up getting confused. But that's just an example of how you sell. So remember, the faster EMA crossed below. So we're all in the sell regions here. What are we doing? We're just waiting for when there'll be another cross. So here's another cross. And we're now bullish. Now I'm keeping it at the basic level, and this is the 1 hour chart. All right. This is the 1 hour chart. So we're bullish. And once we're bullish, all right, we're bullish. And this was the, hey, come on, something is here. All right. So when this crosses here, you know that oh, this is like a massive confirmation that we're bullish. All right. And there you go. Fully bullish here at this cross. So once it crossed here, a person could say, okay, I'm going in. I'm going in. You can just go in right now. And even if you went in right now blindly, all right, at this cross, or let's just say you entered here, or even if you entered here and it's there reversing, you could have made some good money. You could have made some good money. It went against you for a while, and then boom, you're in the game. All right, you're absolutely in the game. So this is how you can trade the EMAs. I mean, this is simple. All you need to do is have your trading view account set up, know how to put the EMA 9 and the EMA 50, and let the crossing tell you where the market is going. Remember, the market will always go in 3 phases. There's an uptrend, there's a downtrend, and there's a sideways market. All right. When it's uptrend, ooh, sweet. When it's downtrend, ooh, sweet. But when it's sideways, it look as if nothing is obeying any rules. So that's the time you might make some losses and all that. That's fine. Just understand that the market will operate in 3 different phases. So right now we're in the uptrend phase. Now look at this. Look at this one. The faster EMA bounced off. It bounced off the 50 EMA and went up. So that means, oh, another buy. Now, if you do support and resistance, you already know that looking at this point here, there's something. I mean, it bounced off here once, bounced off here twice. I mean, it's telling me to pay close attention. All right. And at this point, it has crossed down. And somebody could say, oh, this is a sell now. Okay, we're in the sell region. But if you draw your support line, it's telling you, come on, this thing could bounce off here. And that's what it did. It just bounced off here. So this is why I tell people, support and resistance is the first topic of goodbye to floating loss. The video is free on YouTube because it's the most basic thing any trader should understand. Okay, so now you also need to combine your most significant numbers, right? Your most significant numbers could also help you, but I don't want to make this chart cluttered. Just easy does it. Easy does it. Remember, I started by just putting the 9 and the 50 EMA, all right? Moving average exponential, just drop them there, nothing complicated, just change the setting to 50, change the setting to 9, and you have that movement. Okay, so where's the exit strategy here? I'm going to come to that, but let's focus on the entries again, all right? So here, let me go back a little bit. So here, you can see the first EMA crossed below the 50, which means we're in a sell. Then it went up again. What is happening? Kind of confusing, right? Kind of confusing. So it can be really, really mind-blowing when you try to compare, see what the market is doing here, all right? So you just need to pay attention and understand how the market operates, okay? All right, so so let's just say you entered here as a buy. Let's say, and I'm going backwards just to show you a point. Let's say you entered here, it crossed above, the 9 crossed above the 50. I hope my page is clear for you. I mean, this is easy trading, no need of giving yourself headache. You don't even need to register for the goodbye to floating loss if you don't want to. You can trade successfully with just this tool, all right? And you make a lot of money, but you must have an exit strategy, and I need you to understand the exit strategy, at least in the simplest way possible. Even if you don't want to attend the goodbye to floating loss training, you should understand you must exit your trade. So at this point, the market went up, crossed, and this was a cross here. So looking bullish at this point. The coin we're looking at is 1,000 stats, which is a very volatile and up and down coin. All right, so here it is. From this point, I could say I'm bullish. Now, some people will jump. See, when you see a long candle like this, one long candle that did this kind of long move, I like to wait for it to retrace. Okay, so as it retraced, anywhere here, I just tell myself it has bounced on this and it's likely going up. It's a risk, but I will enter. But even if you mistakenly enter from a Kai, but this is not a good way to enter a trade. A candle that has gone high, I will say wait for it to retrace. If it retraces once, even if you enter here, it's better off for you. And you just tell yourself you want to make some money, all right? But hey, it still retraced a little bit more. It still retraced a little bit more. But the good thing is that you are still green. You are still green. And you see, you're in a sideways market. What do I mean by you're in a sideways market? Price is just moving around this square block. All right. Price is just moving between this block. It's not going up, it's not going down. That is a ranging market. All right. So it's not a trending market there. That's why you see a lot of these crossovers, so you also need to be observant of that. Trading is not easy. Trading is not easy. So you need to, pay attention to a couple of things. There's not one thing that you say, oh, this is all, I got it, that's all I use in trading. No, you must combine different things to stay ahead of the game. All right, so this is the point to say you want to enter a trade. Okay, you waited. Now, it took a while before you hit your profit target if you want to do 7%. So let's see how many days it took to hit that profit target. So go to date range. So date range took you to about here. That is 7 days. Took you about 7 days. Yeah. Or about, 7 days. Made 7%. You're good. You're good. You made 7% in a week. That's fine. So if you put 7,000, if you put $100, you made $7. Yeah, that's money. If you put $1,000, you made $70. Yeah, that's money. All right. So, but the point is, this is sideways market. So when the market is doing sideways, don't be in a hurry to just jump out at the crossover at the opposite direction. You can decide to look at, where is the next bottom? Look at the support and resistance here. All right. You can tell yourself, if it gets here, I will exit. All right. You can tell yourself, oh, if it gets here, if it crosses here, I will exit. That will mean you take a lot of loss, for a while, maybe loss of up to 8%, but that's fine. Take the loss of 8% and get out. Look for the next trade. All right. Don't sit in the trade and be waiting forever and floating loss, because you can't take a small loss. Okay. So as you can see, it never even got below this point. And so you're in the game, all right? You're in the game. You just let it ride and then faced up and broke the range. And at this point, you were in a good trend, all right? And you hit your target profit. Now, in case you hit the first profit, you say you want to enter again. You enter again here because you want to quickly make so much money. You entered again here and you expected to make another set of plenty money. Let's just say you wanted to target till this same week here, the previous high. What happened? You saw this crossing on this way. Now, when it crossed down here, you need to be careful. All right, it went back up again like it's ranging. So you just look at this low here. All right. See, the moment it crosses this low, just get out of the trade. Just get out of it. Don't think too much. Or the moment it crosses the second one, just get out. Get out for your life. All right. Now that's it. Look at how deep it went. Maybe you were sleeping and you woke up and you saw 30% deep. All right. So this is crazy. You don't want to be caught in this kind of situation. So that's why you must have your clear exit strategy. All right. You have your clear exit strategy. And you can put a stop loss inside the Royal Q app. I think a member of the Goodbye to Floating Loss, the Badia, she showed us how to automatically put a sell function. I think I'll share that her voice recording with the general team. That's how you put this, your stop loss. Like if it crosses here, man, just sell and get out of the trade on my behalf. I don't want to take that risk. So that when you sleep or wake up, if you see that it has sold, okay, you take the loss and you wait for the next trade. But look at this. This was where you should have been selling. Just start selling, selling, selling. This is why I said you have to trade futures, all right? And when he's selling, it's so sweet to just dump fast and sweet, all right? So that's it. I want to basically tell you about this. So tell me your favorite coin. Which is your favorite coin? Which is your favorite coin? So that we can look at it. By the way, I added this tool here to help you spot divergence. If you don't know divergence, I already did a video on divergence and I kept it. I think I kept that video on the YouTube channel. I think I kept it. Hold on, let me search. Yeah. So I did this session on divergence on October 12th. Yeah. So just go watch it. TGS optimization divergence. Yeah. So just go watch this video and you're gonna see how to set up this tool. This tool right here is called RSI divergence indicator. All right. One of the powerful ways of spotting divergence. Just use the default settings. RSI divergence indicator. So here's what you're going to see with this indicator. All right. Just watch the video on divergence. It's going to be clear to you. When you spot those divergences, just want to take action. So another thing I saw about this thing is sometimes when it tells you bull, it means market might bull. Remember, nothing is 100% guaranteed in trading. You just have to look at everything. So it told you bull here, and it did bull. Then where else did it tell you bull here? It told you bull here, but it didn't bull. Okay. This was dumping. You're in a bearish movement, so you don't bother about any bull you see there. Just ignore the bulls because you're not in a bullish structure. All right. So here structure is broken here. If I see a bull here, I'm going to pay attention to it. All right. If I see a bull here, I'll pay attention to it. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got the basic things. I know some things I said might be confusing. Unless you attend the real training of Goodbye to Floating Loss, you might not fully understand those concepts. But we don't want to bore people here with those deep details. Just take what it is, apply the RSI divergence indicator, observe divergence, and make money. All right, let the divergence work in your behalf. So let's see if we can spot a divergence here. This was one divergence, yeah? Market was dipping here, and the indicator was pulling up like this, all right? So this is coming down, and this one is going up. Yeah. Divergence spotted, live and direct, okay? So that should already have explained divergence to you. So when you see this, it tells you, okay, this downtrend could be exhausted in a moment. And so you don't want to be, you want to be careful. Sometimes you still keep going down, but you can see it's in a zone. So that's why you see it bounced back up and went to some 12% pump. Crazy. Remember, the EMA crossing is a very simple tool to tell you, all right, let's go into the markets. Don't need to analyze. Don't need to bother too much about stop loss because you use your margin calls, okay? You use your margin calls. You enter the trade, but as it crossed over to this point here, trust me, you can just exit. You can just exit your trade here. Just leave it. Even if it's 1% or 2% you finally got because you enter, just take any loss. Then wait. Oh, it crossed again. That means this thing is playing games with you. Maybe it's a ranging market. And where is the ranging market? You can see maybe the ranging market is just playing around here. So you want to see it break this level before you trade, or break lower, before you know the direction of the market. Another thing you can do is that once it comes lower here, you can just buy, expect it to go higher, So that's part of it. This is a very simple, easy way to trade. I can't see anybody in the chat box telling me their favorite coin. Come on, guys. Am I here to talk to myself? Type in your favorite coin and let's, or am I not audible? Okay, so we've got Sui. All right, so we've got Sui here. Oh, let's look at Sui. All right, so right here, it crossed below. Come on, and woo, look at this. All right, it crossed above again, giving you that it's chance to go up. Went down. This was crazy zigzag movement, but see, it gave you some profits. But I'll tell you, this profit is risky, because it's telling you already we're in a sell region. So of course I understand you want to go in, but let me give you another indicator that can help you. Since you love indicators, that indicator is twin range filter. Let me turn it on. Twin range filter. All right. None of these indicators is 100% correct. So don't even think that the indicators will do any special thing, but if you have a paid plan, that means you can put these 3 indicators on your screen or 4. But if you have the free plan, you have to switch off one, put on the other one. Can be a little frustrated. So twin range filter for those who want to just who love indicators. And by the way, indicators enhance your trading. Indicators is not a good way to start to learn trading. For beginners, yes. But if you want to understand the market, go through the good buy to floating loss training. If you are ready to make a career from trading, by the time you go through it, you will understand everything about trading. Then your indicator will now be, like pepper and salt to add to the, just to add more flavor to it. So here we're in a downtrend. It came here, told you long here. All right. We just relax, can ignore this long because the EMA has not crossed. Now, when the EMA crossed here and then this long, so this is where you could trade. Long here, cross EMA. So right here, I could enter and just take, just targets the other high here. 5%. I'm good. So trading is actually very easy. It's just that we need a good team that keeps looking at the chart and giving signals. That's just what we need. All right. So look at it. It's crossed back here, down here. Once it crossed down here, you want to exit your buy trades and go look for a coin that has a crossover that you can buy into. Okay. So this is going down. This one told you long, but I would say ignore it because there's no crossover yet. Wait for a crossover. This one has crossed and it told you long. Oh, this makes sense. Long and it has crossed. All right. So because it's a very long candle, you just wait for it to retrace a little bit, just to retrace more because it must retrace. Now, when it retraces, you can go in. You might not know the perfect point to drop to, but you can see it drops to the candle here. It dropped to the 9 EMA on it. So once it drops to that EMA, that could be like a resistance point. So even if you go in, you could have taken 6% when you target this previous high here. And it delivered it. In what time did it deliver it? Let's see, date range. It delivered it in 1 day, 3 hours. All right. So why are we teaching you this? This thing is easy to teach. It doesn't, it's not like the goodbye to floating loss where I have to explain and explain and explain so many technical things. This is so easy to teach. 9 EMA to 50 EMA crossing, use the twin range filter to, as a signal to go in. If it had pumped too high, wait for it to retrace. And you can use a preset. For example, here that it went up, you can use a preset. Say if it comes down to somewhere here, buy. And look at it. It just went against you briefly and forwarded to hit your, to hit your location. That's super easy, super easy. Perfect way to trade. No need to bother about any pattern or anything. Just go in. Look at here. The EMA bounced off the red EMA. The 9 bounced off the 50. Then you saw a long. Now, when you see a long that is so long like this, just wait for a retrace. Okay? I'm just telling you, based on experience. This is a 1 hour chart, right? Just wait for a retrace. It will retrace. If you go in here, you have a quick floating loss. So this is where patience is needed with trading, because the patience of waiting for 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candle, 5 candle, that's 5 hours. That patience is crazy. That is where you actually need patience in trading. When it's time to exit the trade, don't be patient. Just exit. You don't need to be patient. When the market is going against you, you are patient. You want to be a patient with floating loss. So, I mean, I've always been thinking of what's the easiest way to teach people how to get out of trades. And this is the easiest way to teach people. Those who attend the Goodbye to Floating Loss training have some extra knowledge on how to navigate this based on in-depth training. But this is the easiest way I can see. Come on, get out of the trade. Once the trade is trending, it's not in its choppy sideways market. I mean, just get out when there's a crossing under, going the reverse direction. All right. So just a moment. All right, so look at this here again. Look at this here again. You got a long here. You got a long. Remember, we're in the positive side. The 9 is crossing above the 50. The green one is a 9, remember? The green one is a 9. In case you forget, you can always click on it. Now, there's a long here. But the market has pumped so hard. Once it has got these long candles, just leave them. Wait for retracement or put a... So you can put a... what do you call it? Say when the market drops to somewhere here on the line, once it drops to this line, buy. So if you wait for it, if you use a preset, that's what I was looking for. If you use a preset that when it drops here, you buy, you see, you can take a trade and take another 4%. All right? You can take a trade 4%. And it's super easy. How long did it take to deliver? How long did that take to deliver? Date range. Let's just say a day, almost 2 days. It took almost 2 days and it delivered. This is how you trade. Now, before it delivered, remember that the twin range filter gave you a sell here. Sorry, it gave you a sell here. This sell and this could be an exit point. But you know why? If you look at it closely, you might not quickly exit. It's because this square here looks like a range. So you want price to go away from the range significantly. And what is the significance? You need to understand support and resistance. So where is the support and resistance? Go watch the video very well. Look at it. This is it was tested here several times. So even though it told you sell, and this has crossed below, you will tell yourself that I will not sell until it breaks this place. Or I will not sell until it breaks this place. I mean, this is the easiest I can teach you about how to, this is the easiest. it can be, and this is a free video that you can use. I mean, I've always been thinking of what's the easiest way to get people that don't want to stress their brain to be able to make money in this market. This is it. All right. I'm not giving you any technical terms to confuse you. All right. I know those who have attended the goodbye to floating loss are seeing more in-depth analysis than what I'm saying here, but I'm just keeping it simple, no technical terms. I don't want to bore you. Just understand that when you enter a trade, you don't hurry to exit unless it breaks a previous support. All right, then you can exit. Yeah, you just take the loss, no big deal, because you've seen the crossing of the EMA here. So while you are waiting for this support here to break, see the market just came up with another long and straight to your profit. Do you get this picture? This is with SUI. All right, this is with SUI. And so I just want to keep it simple like this. I don't want to add more indicators that will confuse you. This is the simplest way for you to thrive. Look at this. Now, this is another one where you will have to take a loss. So look at this, long across here. You said you're going to make money. So you entered here, long, right? Got a long here, and you entered here. You entered here and you say you're going to make how much? You want to target here, right? And when you target here, you say you want to make 5% or 4%. The market reversed on you. You came out, reverse crossing, and it has broken this structure. It has broken this point here. Broken this. You want to get out of the trade. Just get out of the trade. Yes, it bounced back up and all that, but just get out of the trade. Don't worry yourself. Just take the loss and move out of the trade. All right. When you move out of the trade, you clear your mind. Say, okay, wait for the next one. And what is the next one? You wait for the next crossing. Because right now it has crossed down. We're in a downtrend. In a downtrend, ignore the longs, ignore all the longs, until it has crossed over again. So this is another place where you might take a loss. So it has crossed here. And okay, you will not really take a loss here. Look at this. You will not really take a loss here. It's giving you the long here. You came in here, took a trade, timed this point, all right? So 5%, you would have gotten it. You just want to time the previous high here. You don't want to be greedy. You don't be greedy in the market. 5%, you'd have gotten it. And after that, it went down, crossed below it. Don't be greedy to jump in again. Okay, right now, you could have said you want to jump in again here. If you jumped in again here, which would have been okay because there's a support level there. There's a support level there. You say you want to jump in, okay. And you jumped in. And you want to target 2%. The markets drag you down. You see, at this point, this has crossed over. This line, just get out of the trade. Because it's broke it and then the lines crossed, okay? And it's crossed here again. So if you didn't exit here, please get out of the trade. Get out of the trade here. If you didn't get out here, get out here. I'm trying to make it easy for you because I'm trying to train you to be able to trade futures, okay? I'm trying to train you to be able to trade futures. And if you want to trade futures, you must get out of your trades. All right? You must be able to say, I want to get out of my trade. You can't be sleeping in a trade when it's clear that I'm going to tell you this. The average Royal Q team are not preaching taking off losses. All right? But listen, Team Energy, you have to learn to take losses. It is our new trading style. If you are trading, you must learn to take losses. This is just my simple suggestion. And I've been doing this Royal Q since 2021. If you don't get out here, who told you this market cannot face down? Okay, let's go to the monthly chart so you can see what is happening in the monthly chart. Let's see. Okay, it's green. Monthly chart is green, which is okay. Let's go to the weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart. Red. Don't joke with this red zone. Yes, there's a support line here, but who told you that this red cannot go down, down, down? So just avoid all these kind of trades that is showing you on the weekly chart strong reds. Wait until you have something coloring green. All right. I'm telling you, on a daily chart, you can see on the daily chart all red. And our daily candle analysis, we always tell you that when you see price like this, don't do buys on them. All right. from our daily candle analysis video. All right. So please, it's very important. It's very important, please, that we learn to get out of the market. Look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah. Look at the 4-hour chart. I mean, low, lower low here. Then looks on that lower low. So you need to get out, and I'm on the 1-hour chart here. You need to get out of the trade so that you can relax, wait for the next crossover, and enter another trade. All right. This is, I don't want to complicate it this week. This is the basics. Even if you don't use the divergence indicator, you can just use this to use a margin call. Always tolerate 20% margin call, and you always be in the game. All right. Any questions from anybody on this? Or we are gurus on this already? So I have explained the EMA trading pattern and exit strategy. So the exit strategy is the most important part here. The EMA pattern is a common trading, just EMA 9, EMA 12. We want to use 14 and 12, that's fine also. All right. Please, exit strategy is important. Every trader must take a loss. If you want to trade futures, you must take a loss. Even if you are trading spot, learn to take a loss and look for the next opportunity. That is trading. That is trading. In a real business, you buy some goods. That's some of them you will sell at a loss now. Let's say you bought 100 shirts, all right? Out of the 100, you've sold 90 in profit, then there are 10. Sometimes you sell those 10 at a loss. So you can go to market and buy new ones. Everything Royal Q is real life business. So whatever you do in your real life business, bring it to Royal Q. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is to prepare for futures trading. All right, so I've dropped a video on how to set it up. I didn't say you should take the trade now, just set it up. Now, this is my view. The bull run will come. I don't know when to come. It could come later in the year. Ethereum might pump like crazy, first, but the bull run will come. There might be 3 months of some massive pump. I don't know when to be, but we need to be ready that if that pump happens February, March, April, we need to know that after that, you might just see market dropping. In fact, market can drop anytime. Team Energy we will not be crying in the bear market because we would have activated futures and we'll be using futures to trade. So, but you have to follow my lead. I have some simple rules, and I'll keep repeating these rules over the next members' meetings. Rule number 1, we will only do 1x, maximum 2x. Draw your ears, oh. Draw your ears. We will only do 1x. That means we are trading futures as if it's spot market. No leverage. Very important. Write that somewhere. Maximum is 2x. Okay, maximum. Don't be greedy. We're not, you see, we are not gamblers. We're here to build long-term success. All right, so just stick to 1x or 2x. If you feel you are too good, you can do 3x. But 3x, I don't think a newbie should take 3x unless somebody that really is ready to take losses. Because the loss you make with 1x, you make 3 times more when it happens. But the profit you make with 1x, you make 3 times more when you do 3x. So you have to be careful. I don't want you to be crazy about profits. I want you to be crazy about sustainability. So when the market is crashing, we'll be making money as if we're in the bull run. That is Team Energy, Royal Q. And anybody that I have trained in the goodbye to floating loss training will also be making huge money during the bear market. You know, one of the things that affected our team back in 2022, 2023, was that the market was bearish. At that time, we did not really understand many things. So we were just waiting for market to come up. Not anymore. Not anymore, all right? So we are now ready. So this bear season, we are ready to go bearish as the market is going bearish. We will not even be confused again. We will make bull run money in the bear market. Are you getting me? I will repeat myself. We will be making bull run money in the bear market. That is what we'll be doing. And so it's going to be a super, super, super exciting time for those of us who are here. So when market is crashing like this, you will do sell high, buy low. So that's what I want us to do. But please remember, 1x, 1x, 1x is okay. If you want to do more, 2x maximum. Second thing is, if you have a trading capital of $1,000, you can put $150 in futures and leave $850 in spot. Okay, I'll repeat myself. If you have $1,000 trading capital, you can put 100, 150, or 200 in futures and leave the remaining 800 or 850 in spot. Because in futures, you can experience a loss. Don't let the money you are making from futures become intoxicating that you forget the risk of that market. Okay, so that way you have the bulk of your money in spot, which will always work, but at the same time, you're trading in futures. Now, if you are more aggressive person, you can decide, okay, I have 1,500 in spot, 500 in futures. Somebody could say, I put a whole 1,000 in futures so that I can just buy high and buy low, anything I want to do. So just be cautious with that. So those are just a few tips I want to mention in advance of our journey into futures. And then the next thing is the allure of Ponzi schemes, how to create real sustainable wealth. So every team in Africa, in the world, they suffer from these Ponzi schemes that attract a lot of the team members. So there's no need to be surprised about it. It's very normal. And most of us have done those schemes in the past. In fact, if not for Royal Q, Ponzi schemes were the only thing on the internet that everybody was seen to do, that was easy to do. But from Royal Q discovery, we realized that it's better to sustainably build something serious than wasting energy in Ponzi schemes. Now, what do you think when a Ponzi scheme lasts for up to a year? Mr. Fair, maybe you can chip in on this. When a Ponzi scheme lasts for 1 year, what do you think is likely to happen? All right, because we have some of our members who say, oh, go and take all my money from Royal Q, sell it as a loss. Yeah, give me 50% loss. And then let me go and put it in a Ponzi. I don't know if Mr. Shea, are you where you can talk? What advice do you have for such persons?
All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Boss Nnamdi and all the leaders there. Really appreciate everyone. Now, from my own perspective, when a Ponzi scheme lasts for a year, all right, I tell you, it becomes more deadlier. It becomes deadlier than what it probably would have damaged in people's finance and even in their life. When it grows to 1 year, it will have been able to capture so much. And yes, maybe the greedy leaders that came in first would be the one that probably would generate something. But those, it will have been able to have a lot of people's money in that system. And then at the end of the whole day, it will finally shut down. When it shuts down, that's when people will realize that they have made a very big mistake and they have to start afresh again. I'm a victim, or let me say I was a victim. But since 2023, December, after speaking with Coach Nnamdi and he opened my eyes to some things, I said enough is enough. So please, because I know some members are actually going ahead. I even have one of them in my team. All right. They said they needed the money urgently. And we sold some of the coins at a loss. And it left just $100 there. I have to say this, it left just $100 there. And it took the rest. I'm sure, I'm convinced. Though I didn't see the particular company it went to, but I'm convinced it took that money to a platform that they are operating Ponzi. I tell you, it's going to come back because it's a normal thing. 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it's going to come back. It will surely blow. It will surely explode. And the next thing is regrets. And they will now start coming back. So instead of you wasting your time trying to go and test this thing out, maybe it's so. Listen, we have people that have actually dominated it. I used to dominate there, all right? But it brings pain at the end of the day. Real deep pain. It brought me to, but thank God, thank God. I mean, people like, I have to be honest, but Nnamdi was there. And so I had to rush back to him. Please help me, show me, guide me. And that's when he told me that, listen, these are Ponzi's. And since we now understand better, let's not even look at it at all. And that's why till today, I don't care. This January, they brought some to me this January. I'm not interested because why? At the end of the whole day, people must cry. It's not me. They must. It is a must. It is a must. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your frank comments. So I've also been part of those Ponzi, those days. Sometimes we don't even know it's Ponzi. Sometimes we just tell yourself, okay, let's give it a try. That maybe they are real, but they're all just Ponzi. Okay, now I'm not condemning Ponzi because I did not make money. I made money. There were some Ponzi I was making $10,000 a week. But you understand that it's not just about the money you make. When you see people lose their income and feel extremely sad, you just know that this is not what you want to keep doing for the rest of your life. Okay, so I'm not judging anybody, and I'm not telling you not to do Ponzi. We say no to Ponzi, but I'm not telling you not to do Ponzi. I know that we are all at different levels of exposure and understanding of the blockchain and desire for wealth. So you can experiment. It's your free choice, but be smart about it. All right? Be smart about it. Do it until you feel enough pain. When you've had enough pain, then you come here and you tell us, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Then we can guide you on how to build something sustainable. So you can keep doing the Ponzi until you see enough pain. Most of those who prefer Ponzi and that die-hard Ponzi people are people that they made it their aim that they must drag people around. So they'll keep dragging you around because they know that is how they can. They will just put $50. Then they'll drag you around and tell you to put $1,000, $2,000, and they'll make their money in 2-3 days and they keep coasting in profit, but then you could be caught napping in the middle of it. So please, I want to encourage you to say no to those Ponzi. We made money from them, but in the money that causes people to have losses, I've done enough of those things. I don't want to do them anymore. All right, I don't want to do them anymore. But you can keep experimenting until you tell yourself, no, I don't want to do. You see, some people will tell you something, and when they tell you that thing, you will realize that, oh, they've been holding that thing in their mind. Do you understand? Our Ponzi schemes create enemies. So if you want to create, see this royal queue we are doing, we have multiple sources of income on it. Let me give you an example. You come to the goodbye to floating loss training, which is happening in the middle of February. Now the discounted price is $150 based on leaders who impressed upon me. All right. Now you pay for it, go through the training, go rugged, study everything. Within 6 months, you know what's going to happen to you. You have the kind of knowledge that many, many people in the whole world don't even have. Then you can tell yourself, master a small part of it and start teaching people. So for everybody you teach, tell them, give me $30, give me $50. I'll teach you how to trade. Do you know what you're teaching those people? You are bringing them to Royal Q. If you want to, see what I'm doing. Bring $50, I'll teach you. So you find out that in your street, in your locality, you become the trading guru in your locality. That is the whole essence. You can create a stream of income for yourself instead of dabbling into Ponzi schemes. You can tell yourself, okay, I've done this training, I've gotten this skill, and I still have the coach who's there to support me. Let me try and teach 10 people this thing. And then you get 10 people that pay you $50 each, or if it's $30 each, depending on how much knowledge you have. All right. So $30 each, 10 people, $300. And you teach them, then you look for the next 10 people. The more you teach, the more you can increase your price. More testimonials, the more people are telling you they want to do Royal Q. That's a smarter way to build wealth. All right. Then if you become so good at it, You can decide to do signal service where people pay you to take signals. So this is how you can monetize. That's why we're teaching people to become good at what they do so they can create wealth for themselves based on the skills they have, not Ponzi scheme after Ponzi scheme and after Ponzi scheme. If one Ponzi scheme has worked well for the majority of people, many more will come that will take away all of the money. So, but I'm not against. I'm not trying to force you to do something. If you don't believe in Royal Q, I know everybody here obviously believes in Royal Q. But if a person, everybody in this meeting believes in Royal Q, but if a person feels that okay, right now it's not working for me, let me go and try something else. It's okay, but be smart about it. But if you move all your money out, like the person that said, I want to move my $10,000 out, I'll take the 50% loss. Just give it to me. Now, if he goes to that Ponzi scheme and it crashes within 2 days, he's not going to forgive himself. He won't even be able to talk. He'll be depressed for a while, and then take time to come back to Royal Q. So we want to encourage you to be smart about getting involved in those Ponzi schemes. All right. So we want to encourage a culture of speed in this team. And the culture of speed is how we grow our team. So we have a target of 10,000 team members within the next 4 years. All right. Now, how can we promote that culture of speed? For anybody you activate, tell the person that they have 60 days to win $600 bonus commissions from Royal Q. And I want us to be on the same page with this. All right. Within 60 days, let the person go get, his 20 persons. Let that be a goal. 60 days, go get 20 persons. Now, if a person says, oh, no, I don't want to do it, that's fine. You can leave them. But we want to encourage people to even put in the step. One of the mistakes people make is they say, oh, let me finish learning to trade first. No. While you're learning to trade, also build the business. Because let me tell you this. When a person makes money from a platform within the first 2 months, the person is likely to remain on that platform. And so I'll repeat myself. When a person makes money within 2 months on a platform, the person is likely to remain passionate about that platform. Okay, so apart from trading, which is like 10 to 50% a month, if a person makes extra income, so imagine a person makes $600, which is like ₦1,000,000, within 2 months. He will, when you call meeting, he will be more excited. He will be more excited. And I believe that there are many people in our structure that can get that easily. So please, I know old members, maybe they might not have the passion, all right? But if you activate anyone, tell them that while they trade and make money, that within 60 days, there is a room for them to earn $600 by, inviting 20 people to join them in the business. Don't doubt that it will happen. Don't feel that they cannot do it. Just tell them. We're not saying you should force them. Just tell them. Maybe you remind them gently. Now, if they don't take the offer, that's fine. Help them to trade successfully. But we need to tell every single person, because there's some people that will do anything to hit that target within a month or two. All right. So speed. Einstein's relativity formula is E equals mc squared. So that formula from Albert Einstein means that E is energy, m is mass, c is speed of light. So E is energy, m is mass. Mass is like matter, okay? M stands for the things in the physical world that you are creating. Now, C is the speed of light. In other words, if you want to create mass or matter, you must combine energy and divide it by the speed of light square. That will give you M, E over C square. So for you to create anything in this life, you must put energy and you must use speed. You cannot operate at the speed of light, but you are expected to operate at a very fast speed. And that is why we feel that this method of 60 days to build a team of 20 is fine. Even if they do it in 90 days, we can keep encouraging them. So let it just be a culture that we add. And people that achieve this, we will celebrate them and, really, really raise their... So that's a culture we want to build on this team going forward. So do not worry, leaders. Leaders, do not worry if your members, if there are a couple of them that prefer the Ponzi. It's a phase. It's a phase. So, you have to be ready to go through that. Like I always tell people, I have 3 V4 leaders. I don't think any of them bothers to come to meetings anymore. All right. So I don't want to call the 3 names, but one comes in and once in a while, but the remaining 2 don't. So you should be ready for that. Your key leaders will abandon you if you're a leader. So don't let that affect you. And they have the right to do whatever they believe in. So maybe they have another system that they feel that this is where we experience breakthrough. You should allow them go. There are even some leaders, the team that decide to go for another bot. It's a choice, okay? But leadership follow leadership, right? So leaders don't get disheartened by that. It's just a necessary thing in business. Even your children, when you give back to children and they stay with you for some years, at a point they become adults, they'll leave you. Yeah, they'll leave you and go and build their own. So don't let that bother you, but just make sure you guide them and let them know that when you are done with your Ponzi, I'm here for you whenever you're ready to learn how to trade. That is the most important thing. All right. So I'll quickly just talk about how to position your team. Let me call on who do I call on so that we can discuss that. Let's just make it a little interactive. Daniel, Emmy, are you where you can talk? I don't know if you're where you can talk. Daniel. Okay, maybe Daniel is where you can talk. All right. Dynamic Team Pro, are you where you can talk? Okay. So let's see. Friday, are you where you can talk? All right. What about Jay Lee, Jafet? Are you where you can talk? All right. So basically, there are different models of building a team. You can put your whole 20 people directly under you and go as wide as you want. I mean, it's possible. But you will not go far in Royal Queue if you're only building wide. So you need to build deep. You need to inspire people and create leaders. So anybody can be a V2. I always tell people anybody can be a V2. Just put 20 people under you. With 20 people under you, you'll be a V2. But then get to V3 to be harder work. Because for you to get to V3, you must create 3 V2s. So even if you bring it, so you have to create a lot of, you have to create leaders. So you have to become a leader. You have to lead people to victory. You must lead 3 V2s to victory. And this is very easy. The reason why a lot of persons don't succeed is because they are not showing leadership. So what do? Just start with your first 3 downlines. Just put 3 people under your link first. So remember that within 60 days, you can win $600, right? So when you put those first 3 people, that's $30 each. That's $90. Now, the 3 people are A, B, C, right? Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. Now, you get a 4th person. You can put it under Mr. A. You get another person, you put it under Mr. B. Then you get another person, put it under Mr. C. Now, you've gotten 6 persons out of your target of 20. But then you tell Mr. A, B, C, come on, you have 60 days to do this with me. And you have one each. So go get your own team. And as you go around it, before you know it, you could put 3 under one of them and tell them, listen, you have 3. Now, for everybody I put under you, I'll take the $30. You can be getting the gas fee and benefiting yourself, but for everybody I put under you, I'll get the $30. I'm putting them under you so that it will support you to become V2. All right. But the gas fees from their trades will also be coming to you. So that's how you can, do this in a way that you have a system where you can help people to position closer to V2. So if you are able to get out of your 20 people you are bringing in, 3 are directly under you, then 9, the next 9 are 3 under, Mr. ABC. Then you keep going deeper like that. You don't need to do more than 3 for each one. keep going deeper than that. All right. So before you know it, your structure will have 3 by 3 by 3. Now you have 3 V2s created. You have 60 members in your team, but then you need 100 members to become V3. And you also need to have 5 direct downlines to be V3. So you need to add 2 more to yourself. All right. So you add those 2 more to yourself. People that want to trade, they don't want to build, they just want to trade. So you add them as 2 more persons. And yeah, that makes you have 5, which is requirement for V3. And yeah, you have 3 V2. So all you now do is keep encouraging your team to come to the meetings, keep encouraging them, before you know it, you have a team of 100 and you become a V3. V3 is not what you can do on your own easily. You need to create leaders. You need to inspire people to leadership. So I want us to master the art of hitting V3. Hit V2, not by putting 20 people directly under your link. Hit V2 by putting 3 people under yourself and helping, putting people under people 3 by 3 by 3. That's how you hit V2. All right. Now, when you do that, those people you positioned will also quickly hit V2. And you now add 2 people under yourself along the journey who want to just trade. Out of the 20 people you want to bring in, 2, you can add 2 under yourself and then keep positioning them down below. When you hit V3, you can decide, okay, let's grow a little wider. Maybe you can say when you bring in people, the next 3, 4, 5 people, put them under yourself directly before you start going deep again. So this is how you can build your team and rank up faster. You can rank up to V6 with just 1,500 members, but you must position them properly. And we'll keep trying to talk about this positioning in every meeting that we hold here because we want it to be the next culture so that people can rank up faster. All right. So those are the tips from me. And I think we've talked about everything we wanted to talk about. We took question and answer session. There was no question, which means this team either doesn't like asking questions, all right, or they like to, I don't know. Second thing is we also discussed the EMA trading strategy with the exit plan. All right. We discussed that, and this is a very powerful concept. The concept of taking losses. Everybody has to learn how to take a loss. All right. Very important. And then we also talked about how we are preparing for futures trading, 1x, okay, and trading with 15%, 20% of your capital maximum in futures, while you keep your 80% in spot, right? That's a strategy we're going to adopt. Then if a person decides to do any other thing, maybe because of their knowledge or, passion, yeah, they can, of course, do that. We also discussed about how to position your team, which we just concluded, and we discussed about the allure of Ponzi schemes, how to create sustainable wealth. You can learn from goodbye to floating loss and begin to train your own small team. You will make money from training people because we actually need people who have skills to become real Q traders. We are tired of lazy people who just prefer Ponzi schemes. A person who goes through training will never do Ponzi. And let me tell you this, everybody who did the goodbye to floating loss and who did the assignments, they will never take their money and put in Ponzi. It's just one of the things I observed. So the more experienced traders you have, the more sustainable team you have. But when you have a team of people that they just want to relax, they don't want to learn anything, they don't want to, get better, but they want to make money, then you have a team that is very susceptible to Ponzi schemes. So this is how you create extra income for yourself. You could literally make an extra $500 teaching people how to trade. But you might have to attend the goodbye to floating loss training first, and then make it a part of your income stream to teach people. And before you know it, you will never need Ponzi. You will realize that the skill you got it for trading, you throw your Q, and it's enough to feed your family and pay your bills and live a relatively, much more comfortable life. And so that is what we discussed, how you can conquer the allure of Ponzi schemes. We also talked about how to be smart with these Ponzi schemes. Don't be carried away the money you're making. The pain lasts longer than, listen, I've done Ponzi schemes, and the pain of those Ponzi schemes, I still feel them. The money I made, I don't feel it anymore. The pain I made from those, the pain that came from them, the people that lost their income, the pain is still, I still feel it. But the the money I made, I don't feel it anymore. So it's up to each one to figure themselves out along this journey. Whenever you're ready, we are here for you. And of course, we discuss the need for the culture of speed and how to implement the E equals to MC square strategy, 60 days to attracting your team of 20. So I also want to commend the 30-something people who are in the coaching program from the team. We have about 30 of them who said they're going to give 5 hours a week to building Royal Q. So we've gone through a lot of mindset, recalibration over the last 1 or 2 weeks. And now we're about to go into aggressive recruitment strategies. So the videos from those sessions are available on the channel. Find time to watch them. All right, find time to watch them. And because I want it to be easily accessible to you, this is how those videos, I think I'll just stick to this kind of, this kind of picture, 360 days coaching, because it's a 1-year coaching, right? So, but we're doing that coaching just for those who want to dedicate 5 hours a week to building Royal Q. And they're super excited at the progress we've made, how we have worked with our unconscious mind to rewire our brain. And some people have already started activating downlines just within the first 2 weeks of that coaching. And so we'll take it a little step further. We have 52 weeks of this coaching. So keep your eyes on this coaches and mentors, videos that will be out weekly or bi-weekly. So it depends on how the team is able to keep up weekly or bi-weekly. We'll keep having those sessions. So thank you very much, everybody who has found time to be here. Madam Ngozi, are you somewhere you can talk? Can you encourage us and then we'll end the meeting? Oh, it's Madam Ngozi in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess you might be pretty busy. I'll call on Mr. Sheye to close the meeting in a moment. But I want to let you know that real trading involves uptrend, downtrend, and sideways markets. And so, as a Royal Q trader, you will likely have dips sometimes. Now, these dips do not last forever. Just keep getting money and trading. Keep putting more money into your trades. It's very, very important because you are like a holder that is also trading. So be patient when the market is going against you and it will come out in your favor. I want to show you how I was monitoring one coin. What's the name of that coin? Sorry, let me try get the name of that coin just a moment. I'm trying to get the name of that coin. Yeah, I think it's STPT. So I was monitoring STPT, yeah? I was monitoring it. And it was, I think it was about through midnight. See, it's very funny. I was monitoring it. I knew it was going to break out. So I was waiting for it right here. All right, right here. I was waiting for the breakout. And I think this was around 6 a.m. I kind of lost track here. And by the time I came out, that fired up. So, but you see that before it fired up, it was kind of sideways for a while. It might have even taken some into a dip. So just relax with your trades. Just believe in the system and understand that it will always work out. As for me and the rest of the leaders and those who have gone through the goodbye to floating loss training, we are going to make sure we keep giving you better and better signals. But remember that no matter how good the signals are, there are times you will have to be patient with the markets. Fast Value said, I'm a new member in the Royal Q platform. I'm still undergoing training because before I would take my first trade. Excellent, that's fine. Or if you see a signal that will drop, you can also do that. All right, well done. So don't be in a hurry to trade. Learn first and then maximize. You can do the training for 2 days or 3 days and then start trading. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Shea, you can close the meeting. You can close the meeting for us now. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Nnamdi. You've said everything. Honestly, you're a true leader. Calling this meeting and going through all those areas you have touched and making even the recording available, it's because you're a true leader. You want people to succeed. I want to encourage everyone that actually attended this meeting and this training this evening that the ball is in your court. You have been given what is needed for you to succeed. Remember, the ball is in your court. One thing is certain, talking about the goodbye floating loss training that we're giving, it has opened our eyes. And because of that, this is sure, is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed with what we're doing with Royal Q. And that's why I'm going to encourage everyone, please, stand with this. Stand with it. Because why? We now understand better. The training has opened our eyes better, and we can perform better. I wish everyone the best. But listen, you can't be forced. You can only be told what will help you. Choose what will help you now. Work with it. The result will keep showing. You'll be so glad. For me, I can't forget Coach Nnamdi. He has done so much. What of you? The choice is yours. But this is it. I wish you the best. Hold on here. Learn what you need to learn. Get better. Have the skill and succeed anytime. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this. The recording is going to be made available. So please go through the recording afresh, over and over, so that you will get better, so that you can be able to stand the test of time when it comes to trading crypto. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Coach Nnamdi, thank you. We all appreciate you. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and good night.